Hi, and welcome back to Wicked Wands Tarot. My name is Carmen, and today we've got a reading for you about someone who feels like you've made a decision that is unfair, or they feel like they need to convince you to change your mind, but they're worried that they've actually lost you. Now, this could be about a work situation or even a living situation, a friendship. But of course, it would be easy to also see how this could be someone who you maybe no contact with, or who you had a falling out with, or a breakup with. And they're worried that maybe you're just going to keep moving forward in your life without them. But let's call in spirit with a little bit of Winchenta. I hope you're having a good day so far. If you're interested in a personal reading, I would love to do one for you. My email address is wickedwandstarot@gmail.com. It's in the description box for you, as is more information on how to become a member. Hello, how's it going, Egyptian Empress? Hello, Rachel. You were Egyptian Empress. Oh no. All right. Let's see what we've got for you. We're going to go with the Marigold Tarot. We have the Page of Swords in the reverse with the Eight of Rings, or the Eight of Pentacles, and the Seven of Rings, or Seven of Pentacles. This is pulling back your energy, feeling like maybe this is all that I should have given to this, being hopeful about a new opportunity or a new direction, and not wanting to spend any more time waiting on a situation that has not really bloomed or not really gotten to where you wanted it to be. So this Ace of Wands, High Priestess combo is like, I just feel like there's something better for me. I just feel like this is a better place, or I just feel like this is a better, connection, perhaps. Because this is one of the few, if not maybe the only Ace of Wands that I have where it's literally a rose. So it does have a little bit more of a romantic connotation to it, right? All right, and then we have the Five of Cups. There's this consideration that if I stick to what I currently have, or if I don't pursue something better, that I will regret that decision. Maybe it's easy, or maybe it's what a lot of other people would do, to stay and, enjoy the routine or not cause much change, but that's not what I want to do. Three of Rings or Three of Pentacles in the reverse, Six of Rings or Six of Pentacles, and the Page of Rings. Yeah, even if there are people who don't want to be my friend, or if there are people who don't want to continue to get to know me or be in my life, they would be choosing to walk away for the wrong reason, and that's okay. This is like, I know what I want, and that's what I'm going to do. But it is a new beginning. The Page of Pentacles talks about working towards a dream that you want to realize. And the Ace of Wands would be that corresponding opportunity. Four of Wands. So this is either like a big promotion or an opportunity in your career that you just can't pass up. Or this is, I know what I want, and you're not offering that level of commitment, right? I want to be married, or I want to be promoted, or working towards that next level. And if you're not supportive of that, then I'm going to have to walk away. Queen of Cups, Page of Cups in the reverse, and the Six of Cups. So there is a connection, maybe a friend or a former coworker or somebody you went to school with, who is like making this an easier path for you. Maybe you're contemplating moving elsewhere and you already have a friend there. Hey, Third Eye, how are you doing? Maybe it's a matter of who you're currently around is causing problems because you've known them forever. Maybe you just need to have a little bit of a fresh start, right? But this change or this new environment is something that could really help your happiness or sense of achievement. This is the Situations deck. No, I've already got one in the chair. What else do we have? Desire, lust, schmectual chemistry, and soulmate. So maybe there's some very strong physical attraction between the two of you, but you may have determined just because we have that, just because there is this soul connection, doesn't mean it's the only one that I could have. Just because, you know, we have this connection doesn't mean that there aren't other ones out there, which is a little bit like FOMO-y, but I think it's more so realistic because they're saying, I've put forth this much effort and you haven't really matched me on that. I'm looking for something where it's equal or it makes sense, right? Hello, Carrie. How's it going? Ooh, twin flames. That's why this person's so frustrated. They felt like you two had something that nobody else could touch. They thought that the two of you would always naturally come back to each other, even if you got distracted by others. They felt like there's no way you could ever completely cut them off, but you have. It's because you recognized that this person made you act differently. Maybe they were manipulative. Maybe they liked to make you chase them. Maybe they were an equal mix of good and bad for your life. Not necessarily good influence, not necessarily bad influence. But I do think that you started to realize that it was not helping you become a better person to be waiting around or trying to make things work with this person. Maybe they weren't as focused on their spiritual awakening. Maybe they're still kind of stuck in terms of their emotional maturity. Hello again, Laura. Hello, Nana. What's up? What else do we have? Intuition, innate, perception, instinct, clairsentience, extrasensory, and pathway, choices, alternatives, horizons, new, forward, and direction. Your intuition, because you had the high priestess come out, right, is telling you it's time to stop waiting for this person to do right by you. For some of you, maybe this has already been a while, but you have this knowing that something else is around the corner for you. And I will say this, the twin flame concept can be a little bit misused or even misunderstood. You're going to be a little bit cautious about what content you consume on YouTube regarding twin flames. There are people out there that want you to believe that when you meet your twin flame, that is the only person you can be with. Doesn't matter how they treat you. I do not subscribe to that. I feel the twin flame journey at its core is really about teaching you what your value is and what you deserve. And you do not need to settle for somebody because you love someone. If they love you, they will work to meet you where you're at and they will work on themselves. But for many of you, you find that this twin flame dynamic doesn't really work because you have to like drag them along this spiritual journey. They should be pursuing that of their own accord. So for some of you, you may have decided, okay, it looks like I can't really count on this connection. So I'm going to see what else is out there. Because again, you have more than one soulmate. Good morning, Lee. Thank you for the tip. I was wondering that. Let's check that out. Daughter goes breakout. And of course, I got you, Lee. All right. What else do we have? Serenity, ease, tranquility, peace, drift, silence, awakened, eyes open, awareness, spiritual quest, epiphanies, and channel, downloads, claircognizance, flashes, information, and deliver. Both of you are very intuitive individuals. So for this twin flame of yours to suggest that they have not been getting the messages or that they didn't know what they needed to be working on or that, you know, they didn't think that they could lose you, that's them being stubborn in the face of the information that they have actually received, because they do get pretty significant messages, probably through their dreams at a minimum. And this was telling them, you have a timeline to do this. And if you don't, you will lose this person. Just as it was telling you, if they don't do the work that they need to do, then they don't get you, right? This is the truth is. Aw, I hope you don't have to deal with that too long. All right, what else do we have? We have round and round, cycle of high and low emotions with no resolve. The future becoming clear about your vision of the future, and different pages, incompatible desires or perspectives. When you looked at the connection that you have with this person, it may be unlike any other connection you've had. It may be something that really did change or impact your life or how you view things, but it didn't fully awaken this person that you were dealing with, your twin flame. It did help you, however, identify that there are things that you're okay with. There are things that you tolerate. There are things that you want in your life, but you're not going to sit around and wait for them any longer. So that might be a difficult conclusion for both of you, or a difficult thing to consider. But I think you know that you've put a lot of time into this, a lot of effort into yourself, a lot of healing that you've gone through. And you deserve to be with somebody who's also awakened, or somebody who wants to approach the relationship with you in that mature way. This is the Golden Art Nouveau. We have the Empress, the Nine of Cups, and Justice. We did start with Justice, if you recall. Empress is about that divine love, that compassionate energy. So this is someone who wanted to be around you for that loving energy that you offered, but they couldn't offer it back to you. They put up walls, or they made silly rules, or they accused you of being controlling or needy or something along those lines. And you looked at that and you laughed, because you know what they were doing. Sometimes people will tell you what motivates their actions or why they said what they said, and you, being very intuitive and perceptive, will know that they're not right about it. Are they lying to themselves or just lying to you? You'll probably know that too. But this is a situation where you're like, I know what you're doing. You're scared, so you're like this, like keep people at a distance. But if you're always going to be that way, then can you really fault me for staying at a distance? Can you really fault me for choosing that distance? No. King of Cups, Two of Cups in the reverse. So where they lack that emotional maturity, you have it in spades, because you have gotten to the point where you appreciate that sometimes a breakup isn't because you have fallen out of love with somebody. Sometimes that breakup is because you love someone and you love yourself enough to not accept where that relationship stands. So Ace of Pentacles in the reverse, they've lost you. Fool in the reverse, and they can feel it. It's frustrating for them. Maybe they were pretty capable of feeling your energy, even if you were at a distance. Maybe they were, I don't know, confident that they could manifest you. But when they're checking in on your energy, or when they look at your social media, or when friends talk about you, they're realizing that everything seems to be more balanced for you, and that you aren't really looking for them. That if they were to come and make an offer to you at this point, that you would likely refuse it. Eight of Pentacles, things have been improving for you with regards to your work, whether you know it or not. There could be a big positive thing happening for you financially, or with regards to your work in the near future. But this other person is looking at you and realizing you found happiness without them. You're not looking for them to come back around. You're not asking yourself what you should have done differently. You're just fine without them. This is the Earth and Bone Oracle. What else do we have? Hey, Bitchy Tata, what's up? That is what they say. Hey, what's up, Mark? Happy Friday. That's an interesting way to introduce yourself, though. We have Uncover, number 16, nostalgia, sentimentality, and memory. Portal, originality, idealism, progression, opening, and accessing. So basically, yes, you have memories. You have this attachment to this person. You wanted things at one time to go the distance with this person because you felt like they understood you. But if you continue to grow and they stop focusing on that, then how are they going to continue to understand you? You've outpaced them. This is like someone who tries to give you directions around a city that they're familiar with and you're just visiting, but their frame of reference is from 5 years ago. Like, I'm sorry, depending on what city it is, there could be a lot of changes that happen within 5 years, right? So they don't have the insight into who you are the way they used to because they have been stagnant. Ooh. I feel like the reading said it might this weekend, right? Down at the club. I got you, girl. Yeah, or hear me out. There's this, is it offensive to call it an Irish vibe? You just dip? Yeah, see, sometimes there are people who check out things on YouTube and then it's not for them and then they just leave and they don't comment. Gone, like a fart in the wind. I'm sorry, you guys. It's one of my favorite sayings. I can't not say it, okay? So we have migration. Just like that fart in the wind. Number 15, initiate, beginnings, freedom, adventure, and first step. I swear you guys has the best sense of humor. It's about somebody recognizing you've already taken this step away from them. You've already figured out that you don't really need this or that you might be better off, or you've already started building this new life without them. They're pissed. They don't like it. They're mad. They're so mad. How could you leave me? What do you mean? You walked away first. What's up, Drew? Ah. Okay. It's funny. This is the Weird Cat Tarot. Knight of Pentacles. The Fool in the reverse. And the High Priestess in the reverse. So I thought I had all the time in the world. I thought I could take a pretty slow pace towards you and everything would still somehow work out. And now I'm realizing that I'm wrong. Now I'm realizing that I've already lost you. It's like this person set their alarm for PM instead of AM. And they're waking up midday, realizing they already missed whatever the appointment was. Or I don't know, maybe they're going to like the fair. But this is someone who's like, wow, it's like I missed it. King of Wands. Three of Cups in the reverse. The Empress in the reverse. Two of Cups in the reverse. So they feel like you've already moved on. They feel like you have found somebody else that is interested in you. They look at it as like you're stepping out on them, which is rich coming from someone who ran away from you. But the Empress is in the reverse, clarifying the King of Wands, because that love that they love about you, the thing that they want to experience when they're in your energy, is something that they cannot offer themselves. They don't know how to offer that loving energy because for them, trust is still an issue. But they want to be able to come through and experience that from you whenever they need to have that. Now, that's not very fair, is it? Is it? No. Hey, Aqua Beauty, what's going on? Happy Friday. Hello, Mr. Tams. What's up? Everyone does need a hobby, but if you're getting paid, is it a hobby? Well, that's a good way to approach it, though, right? We don't need to wish ill on anybody, so I respect that. All right, so we've got the Sun and the Four of Swords. Enlightenment and healing are very closely associated with each other, because when you take that time to separate from others and you don't have as much influence from third parties, and you can really process or think about what's going on, what that connection means to you, and what you deserve as a human, then it enables you to make a better choice for yourself. That's why I'm such a huge fan of people taking time out for themselves after a breakup or after falling out. Get to know yourself. Date yourself for a little bit. Don't make your life all about someone else right after you've, booted somebody to the curb. So I do feel like that has given you a lot of strength and also improved your insights, your intuition. Some of you may be finding that there's a new way that you're getting information or downloads. We have the Three of Wands in the reverse, Page of Cups in the reverse. I'm going to tell you right now, when you reject this twin flame because they have not been doing the work, your intuition gets stronger. Your situation improves because you know what you're capable of, you know what you deserve, and they ain't it, right? I believe in it for you, Gary. You got this. So there's more insights that you're gaining and less anxiety that you're dealing with after you walk away from this person who didn't know how to love you, but knew that they really did like it when you loved them. There it goes again. Sorry, guys. I'm always dropping stuff. Oh, crap. Where'd it go? I got it. All right, let me put this down for a second. I got hair in my lipstick. It's still stuck, you guys. Hold on. Oh, I got it. Okay. All right. Thank you, Aqua Beauty. Guidance. I got you. All right. This is the Marseille Cat Tarot. Did I say it right, you guys? Is that the right way? Hey, April, what's going on? And did somebody say crockett cheese? I would like that. I like to joke, and it's not really a joke because it's true, that I like cheese so much that I'll dip cheese in other cheese. Like solid cheese into the liquid kind. I won't do it. I have done it. Ooh, wait, was this the one? Didn't you have someone from was it Ukraine? I can't remember. I thought we'd identified a really nice chica for you. We've got the Page of Swords, the Queen of Pentacles, ooh, and the Ten of Pentacles. Really, with the King of Wands. This is nice. I like this for you a lot. There's communication that comes in, and it's somebody who's showing that they know your word. This is somebody who treats you with the respect that you deserve, or they want to take you out. They want to show you around. They want to be kind and caring towards you. They want a long-term relationship, but most importantly, they see you as a prize. They're not going to put you on a pedestal and treat you all weird and be creepy about it. but they see that you are someone that they would be very proud to be in a relationship with. You have the Hermit. They see you as wise. Oh, interesting. But we have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse. They feel like you would be a good partner. So in other words, you can get on by yourself. You're not codependent, but they want to like be your partner. Wow. Wow. So King of Wands came out, King of Chalices, which is the King of Cups, and the King of Pentacles. We have the Nine of Pentacles in the reverse and the Ace of Wands. This is somebody who's like, I know what I see and you are amazing. I'm not going to let anybody else take you away from me. This is, I know what I want and I'm going to go for it. Oh, Six of Cups in the reverse. And this person from your past, your twin flame, is either going to be aware or they're going to come back around as well. Yeah, Five of Wands. This is somebody who feels like they need to fight for you. But we have the Empress in the upright, clarifying the King of Wands, this new person. This is somebody who knows how to love you. Why would you choose a person from the past who doesn't have that emotional maturity? You have too much insight into the difference between these two to be willing to entertain the person from the past. You want to be with somebody who knows how to treat you, and this new person's like, oh, I got you. They would pass with flying colors. They know exactly how to treat you, and they want to treat you that way. Eight of Wands in the reverse. This is, okay, so you know how the person from your past would make promises that were empty. Oh, we can do this. Oh, we should do that. Oh, we can have this. Oh, I'm going to do that. I'm going to change this. I'm going to get a different job. They would say things and then have no action. This is somebody who doesn't always tell you what's going on because they've already got their action underway. So they might like take you out on surprise dates, or they might know how to find like the perfect gift for you without asking. This is somebody who is also intuitive, somebody who knows how to treat you much better than the other person, apparently. All right, let's see. What do we want? I'm going to move on to the personal questions. We'll go with the Univercat. Did I say hello to everyone? I think I did. Did I say hello to Roland? Ew, that's gross. We don't want to know about your big toe. Hello, King the Eagle. All right, so for Lee, we've got, was the breakup in the reading the other day about Lee's daughter. Wow, Two Cups in the reverse. Yeah, Two Cups in the reverse is the breakup. So that seems like confirmation to me. There's someone who gives a lot more than another person. So Eight of Cups. Yeah. Is there someone else that could apply to? No. So this is probably about your daughter, yeah. Maybe you've already seen some stresses with regards to that. What do we have for Lee coming up? What does Lee need to know? Nine of Cups in the reverse. 10 of Pentacles in the reverse. 5 of Swords in the reverse. It's about family. So there's money being spent frivolously. And I do think it starts an argument, but someone's going to rectify the situation or make amends, make things right. So if this is like your partner, for example, This is I'm going to acknowledge that I did something that I shouldn't have, and I'm going to do what I can to make sure that everything's fine despite my choices. Like, I don't want you to have any consequences for that. So there could be some financial disagreement, but with a positive ending. So maybe this is like, just give it a minute. I feel like they're going to want to make it right. And is there something that's going to go down at the club? Is there going to be drama this weekend at the club? You betcha. Yeah, sure, you betcha. We have the Hanged Man, okay, is the answering card. So that's pretty epic. And the World in the reverse. Because somebody continues to do something. They've been told to stop, or they've been told this is a bad idea. Things are going to like blow up. It's going to get, a little bit hairy. And they kept doing it. So I think they get caught. Hello, Dana. How are you doing? Ooh, I sure hope he's being honest. But let's check it out. Crush on or serious? So is there going to be like a physical fight? Not necessarily a physical fight, but there's probably going to be some yelling, some screaming, some maybe somebody gets kicked out. Ooh, I think there's someone who gets kicked out. If this gets real sketchy, if this gets real bad, there could be somebody who goes to jail. Just saying. So, be very aware of your surroundings and who's around. And if people are looking like they're getting froggy, you don't need to be around that. I got you, Dana. Thank you, Lee. And I hope you have a wonderful Friday. All right. So we've got Aqua Beauty. I'm going to get a different tarot deck for you. Let's see. This is the Santa Muerte. What guidance do we have for Aqua Beauty, please? What guidance do we have for Aqua Beauty? Six of Swords. Six of Pentacles in the reverse. Eight of Pentacles, Strength in the reverse. There's an uneven ground right now in regards to money, and it's making things feel a bit frustrating. But with the Six of Swords, this indicates safe passage, right? Eight of Pentacles, focus on what you need to, do what you can, but don't be so concerned about what could be a problem that you miss out on the things that you could be getting done. Keep grinding, basically. Forgot painting. Hey, Drew, do you want me to ask about your girly? You let me know, but thank you. Yeah, I agree, Lee. And that's a whole other ball game, right? That's a whole bunch of effort. Santa Muerte in the reverse, King of Pentacles, Seven of Pentacles. This is all about putting your energy and your effort into the right places. There is something here that you may think is dead that is not yet. There is something here you might think is over that is not yet. There is Eight of Pentacles, King of Pentacles. When you focus on the right things, when you're throwing your energy into the right path and not thinking about the negatives or the risks, then it's like your investment pays off, right? Because the King of Pentacles, that's a good person to be. That's somebody who's feeling pretty confident. I mean, look at, got a nice little treasure chest there, All right, let's see. So what's something that she needs to focus on? A plan. 2 wands. It could be you need to focus on 2 things right now. Plan, make it seem, real, or answer some of those questions you might have, do a little bit of the research, and acknowledge or keep in mind that something that you think might be no longer could actually come back around. All right, let's see. Good luck to you. Let's see what we've got for Egyptian Empress. Is the crush leading on Egyptian Empress? A little bit, yeah. I think this is someone who dresses up their comments or their words. They might be really good at communicating in a romantic way, but whether or not that's backed up with intention. I mean, the 9 of Pentacles is a card about independence. So I think this is someone who struggles to picture themselves with a partner at this time. And with the Knight of Swords, they're literally swallowing the sword, which is the truth. So I think this is someone who's being dishonest with you about their intentions, and you deserve someone who's going to be honest with you. Do you mind if I get a little nosy? Because I'm just going to assume that you're okay with it. Hold on, you're getting all excited, cards. Is there somebody else that's interested in Egyptian Empress? Like, seriously. Someone you don't want. Okay, so timing is an issue. So the timing right now, there's something else for you to be focused on. This person is a little bit of a distraction. I do think that you're about to start a new chapter, but it's when you pull. It's funny. I just did this. The image on here is someone pulling out like a smaller human or skeleton, right? Because they're down here and he's lifting up a dude. This is like when you lift this person out of your life, when you punt this person out of your life, it changes that time. So it ends a chapter and it could bring about that new person, but it's not allowing a new person in because of this distraction. Hi, yes, Carmen referred to you as a distraction. So you know what that means, right? Don't actually do that. You deserve the best, and I feel like you call it into your life when you acknowledge that you deserve better than this. So I am sending you abundant energy. You don't have too much longer to wait. Dana, we've got a random message. Let's see what we've got for Dana, shall we? What do we have for Dana? We've got the 9 of Swords in the reverse, the World in the reverse, the Hanged Man in the reverse. There's someone here who is realizing that they've been maybe a little bit foolish. There's some unexpected relief coming your way when something is revealed to not be over. Because we have someone who says, basically, I've been stubborn, or I did not want to see things the way they really were. But the King of Swords indicates they've got clarity now. So I think you're going to be getting communication, and this person may likely have some sort of apology for you, but they realize that they've been approaching things the wrong way. All right, let's see. What do we have for, good luck to you, Dana. What do we have for Drew regarding the girl situation? What about this girl that Drew asked about? Ace of Pentacles. The Sun in the reverse. 7 of Swords in the reverse. King of Cups in the reverse. Temperance in the reverse. I need to just invest in a red flag. Kind of what's that dude's name? I think it starts with a D. Dustin? I think his name's Dustin. He's got a pretty epic YouTube channel where he runs around with a big red flag. Yeah, this is a giant red flag here. The first card was great. You know, I was on board when I saw the Ace of Pentacles. But then we see the Sun in the reverse, the Seven of Swords in the reverse, generally a good card, but not when it's in the mix with King of Cups in the reverse and Temperance in the reverse. Because for me, this is saying we've got someone who initially, like, they put forth their best side, right? They want you to see all the good things about them and none of the negative things. When they are honest with you about things, they are manipulating you. So this would be somebody who makes up stories to say that they understand what you're saying or where you're coming from, but they didn't actually have those experiences. This is someone who's not emotionally mature. And lastly, nice little cap on it for you, Temperance in the reverse. This literally can be translated as not a good fit for you. So I would say this would be somebody who would throw you for a little bit of a tailspin, or they would cause drama in your life. Maybe they like to get two people to compete for them. Maybe they just like to make people go crazy for them. But I think that there is probably someone out there that would be a little bit more mature for you. Well, I appreciate it regardless. All right, I'm going to leave it there. I love you all. I hope you have a wonderful rest of your day and enjoy your weekend. And I will see you on the next reading. Toodles.